Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today we're going to show you how to install this Jinshui 1 reverse osmosis system, water purification system. Jinshui 1 is one of the top brands you can find, very reliable. So first, let's have a look what comes with the system, what comes inside this box. First we have a box with some spare parts. Let's put it over here. Like that. Secondly, we have a tank. This is a so-called pressurized plastic storage tank. It's used to store the purified water so you can always enjoy a continuous flow of fresh water. And lastly, we have the reverse osmosis system. The white one, Jinshui 1, comes with 3 filter housings, membrane and another filter in the back and a system. Let's put it here. Let's have a look at the first box and see what's all inside, what kind of spare parts are all inside. Let's open the box. Let's see. These are PE pipes used for connecting the different parts. Then we have, oh, it's opened a little bit, a faucet which we use to tap the new purified fresh water. Then we have 2 wrenches. These are used to easily, without any effort, open the filter housings. Very useful for filter replacement. Then we have a little spare parts. We have a connector, water source T-connector. We have a valve, tank valve, some screws, a faucet mounting part. That's about it. And lastly, we have instruction manual of Jinshui 1 reverse osmosis water purifiers. Let's put it here. And of course, we also need to place the filters. Let's put this one there. Look, the filters we have are from lurun. These are one of the best filters to be found. As you can see, this is CTO, this is the carbon block. We also have here, it's not written, let's have a look. It's the PP cotton to filter out sediments, the first stage of the process. Here we have UDF, the granular activated carbon. And here we have the RO membrane, who does all the work with a good rejection rate. Okay, now let's have a look at the water storage tank. This tank is a 3.2 gallon tank. It's lurun brand. Why did I choose the lurun brand? Because, as I will show you, first let's get it out of the box. Let's put it on the ground. Move this. Alright, so this tank, 3.2 gallon, you can fit around 7 liters of purified water. This tank is famous because it's extra secure. It has a technology that regulates the pressure, so it reduces the chance of blasting. So it's a very good choice if you want a quality and safe water tank. What we want to start with is to place the various lurun brand filters inside the filter housings. As you might know, the first filter, this one here, should be the PP cotton. The second one is the granulated activated carbon called UDF. And the third one is the carbon block called CTO. What we do first to make the installation go smoothly is we turn around the system. We just put it like this. It's very sturdy, so it doesn't matter. Then the first filter housing is where we put the PPF. Let's put this one here and get our PPF out. The Lurun brand PPF. As you can see here, the brand, it also has a QR code so you can check if it's actually the real product. And yeah, it has a good flow rate of water and it has a long shelf life, so all in all, good product. What we do is we remove the plastic. Remove the plastic which you put here and put the filter inside the filter housing. Then we take the filter housing, put it on top and just turn it around until it's almost fastened. Then we leave it like that for now. We go to the second filter housing. The second filter housing we use the granular activated carbon. Granular activated carbon is used to remove chlorine and all kind of metals and inorganic matter. So we put it again just here. We take our Lurun UDF, get it out of the box. Again, as you can see, Lurun QR code to check if it's the authentic product, and the plastic, let's remove it. It's a very solid housing, so you don't have to be afraid that it breaks. Just remove the plastic, put it there, and we put it just on here. Then we take again the filter housing and slowly tighten it. Then the third one, same process. Oh, there it comes. Filter housing, put it here. The third stage is the Lurun CTO. CTO is a carbon block. It has a lot of activated carbon which helps to purify the water. And again, oh, it was on top, CTO, Lurun brand, QR code, remove the plastic. Let's put it here. Alright, and let's put it just on here. You see, it fits very easy. Again, tighten the filter housing, and then a very important step. We don't want to turn around the machine and have the filter housings all fall down. So therefore we have this wrench. Wrenches are used to just easily fasten the filter housings. Just do it a couple of times, 2 or 3 times is enough. And do it with all 3 filter housings. Alright, the last one. That's okay, that's securely fastened. We put the wrench here, then we turn around the machine, which has 3 Lurun filters right there. And we're ready for the next step. Okay, the next step in our installation process is to add the tank valve to the tank. First, we remove this clip, which we just put here. Then we look for the tank valve. In the case with spare parts, it's this one with the blue top. What do? We put it on top and slowly, clockwise, tighten it to the tank until it's securely fastened. Then what we do, we put the tank just here, because right now we first have to install other parts. We leave it here for a while and then we continue our installation. What you can see here is the original water inlet plumbing pipe and a plastic faucet. So basically what we want to do is to add another water stream to this plumbing system, so we can have the water move from this place here just right into the ultrafiltration system, so we can enjoy pure water. So what we want to do is we want to remove this faucet, which is pretty easy. Alright, just place it here. Then we get our brass connector and we install it right here. Just like this. Let's check, that's okay. And then we replace the original faucet at the end. Oh. Just like this. So now what do we have? Now we have the original plumbing pipe with the water plumbing pipe is coming here to the original stream, but we have added another water outlet. Okay, the first thing what we want to do now is get this little thing connected to the valve. Just get it off and put the tube right through it. Now we can connect it straightly, it just doesn't fit. So what we want to do, we want to open up this place a little bit. We want to make it more flexible. We can use some hot water, or in this case we use a screwdriver. Just put it inside as much as you can and move it around, just to make the ending more flexible so it connects more easily. I think this should be okay. Let's try. You have to use some force. There it fits. And you connect this one again until it doesn't move anymore. Just like this. Let's get the faucet out first. And some parts. So this is a copper, beautiful 3 handlebar faucet. Then we have 5 little parts to connect it. What we do first is this piece. Put it here, followed by this piece, which we add on top of it, and then the next one. These 3 are used for above your sink. These 2 are used below your sink. So what we do first is this handlebar in this little gap here, we add it. So what we have now is the original faucet for the original tap water, and we have the faucet for the fresh water, which we can use easily to drink or use for cooking fresh water. Now we're ready for the next step of our installation process. Here's our Jingshui 1 RO system. What we want to do is first we put it down like this. We want to remove this outer cast. To remove this outer cast, we have to unscrew 2 screws. So one, we put it over here, and the other one, let's put it over here. Now what we do, put it like this, push the outer sides, and the cast will come off by itself. We put the cast here. Now it's important, we place it to the wall. We want to check two things. First, we want to check whether or not this part is securely tightened. So what we do is we remove this one. We take a wrench. First we can use our hands as far as it goes. Then we use this one to securely tighten to ensure no leakages. That's step one. Then of course we quick connect the tube again. The second part is linking the pump to the motherboard, to the LED system, as you can see here. As you can see, the pump has this little thing which we put in this way and add securely to the outer cast. Just like this is connected. Then first what we do, we just loosely tighten the cast on the arrow system. We don't want to tighten it securely because later we have to use it again. Now I did some pre-work already, as you can see. Important thing is we have one tube with the source water. The source water is the water, the municipal tap water that you usually drink, which we connect into the system right here. As I told you before, this is the first pre-filtration stage, PP cotton. It goes into the cotton, then UDF, second one, third one CTO. Then we have another PE tube right here. What we want to do is connect this one to the water storage tank, which is easy with quick connect. Just push a little bit and it's securely tightened. Then we have one more PE tube, which is of course for the contaminated water, because of the filtration system some water is of course contaminated, the dirty water, the water you don't want to drink. You just connect this one to your other stuff and it lets it go. Now we've arrived at the next step of our installation. What we want to do now at this stage is that we want to flush the system. This is very important because the water, as you can see, the source water will enter here. It will go through the filters. Some of these filters are made of coal. They are made of activated carbon. Why are they made of activated carbon? Because activated carbon has a very big surface area with millions of pores, which is very suitable for filtering drinking water. So at this stage, to remember two important things. First, we don't want during the flushing process that any water enters the tank. So we close the tank valve so no flushing water can go inside the tank. Secondly, we want to turn on the water, the source water we closed before. Okay, so now we've done all of that. What we do is simply plug in and see. What we will show right now is how the system is flushed and how the tap water that comes out during flushing, how it looks like. So system is flushing for 15 minutes, and during these 15 minutes let's open the faucet and put some little water in here. Every time you open the faucet we have this water stream of contaminated water. This is used to flush the membrane and keep the membrane free of all dirty stuff. During these 15 minutes you can just keep the faucet running because this water is not what you want. As you can see, the color of the water it's a little bit blackish, it looks a little bit dirty. Why is it a little bit dirty? Because we are flushing the filters. These coal filters, they leak a little bit in the beginning, and only after 15 minutes you can start enjoying your pure Jingshui well water. After flushing the system, it's time to install the membrane, one of the most important parts of the RO systems. Why do we want to do it right now? Because first we flushed the system, which, as you saw before, had some black water. If we had installed the membrane before, the black water would have entered the membrane. The membrane is a very important part, which has high rejection rates and does most of the magic. That's why we only do it at this stage. So let's open this place, this cabinet, and then install the membrane. Of course, we have removed the power at this stage. And then, oh wait, let's do it like this. First remove the outer cast, which we loosely tightened before, so it's very easy. We just place it like this, and here we have the membrane housing. So we remove this part, because we flushed it before, some water comes out. It's okay, no worries. We get the wrench and we open the membrane housing. This takes a couple of turns, no need to rush. As you can see, you can also use your hands. Some water will come out. This is inevitable because we flushed the system before. It doesn't matter. We put the housing here and we open our Lurun membrane. Lurun membranes are very famous in the industry because of their high rejection rates. This membrane is made for 75 gallons per day. Let's open it first. 75 gallons per day is enough to source purified drinking water for a normal household. Usually we use this tool to install the membrane. We put it in like this, but we have to make sure it's securely fastened. Then this tool comes in. We use some force to tightly fasten it into the housing. Then we put the tool aside and we close the membrane housing. First, you can use your hands. And to securely fasten it, we use again the wrench. One. Another one. And the last one. Right now it can't be moved, so it should be alright. Then we connect the tube again. And we put the housing, the cabinet on top. What is very important at this stage is that the water can go into the tank. But do we want to drink the water right now? No, not yet. Why? Because the outside of this tank is made of PP. The inside is made of a butyl rubber. Why do they have this rubber? They have this rubber to prevent the emerging of bacteria inside the tank. So we open the tank and we also have the membrane, right? We just installed it. the membrane has some preservatives, some liquid. This means that the first 2 tanks is also kind of flushing. We don't want to drink the first 2 tanks. So we enter the plug-in again, we plug it in, the machine starts to work, but what we want to do, we want to first fill 1 tank, open the faucet. It takes about 1 hour for 1 tank to completely get full. Then let the water flow out, then another 1 hour. After that, we're set to drink.